Today I want to talk with you about happiness, deep happiness. To achieve happiness, we need to take very specific action. But here's the thing, I'm not gonna give you a lecture about how you have to build a daily discipline of specific habits, because that's not what you need. Instead, I'm gonna give you one. The explanation why none of your efforts towards happiness worked for you until now. And two, I'm gonna give you the blueprint someone created for us to bring happiness back into our lives. How can I be so certain of all this? Well, I applied this blueprint to my life and it worked. This winter, I started to feel for the first time in my life deep happiness. I am thrilled to share this with you. It's possible, finally. And now it's my mission to make this also possible for many, many, many others. We suffered enough. Before I start with the first point, let me be clear on what I mean by happiness. Unfortunately, that's necessary because current society lost the true meaning of happiness. These days, I see people saying that they don't resonate anymore with happiness. For example, this Shaolin warrior master on the diary of a CEO. Are you happy? It's a difficult question. I'm not searching for happiness. I'm searching for peace. Or this professor emeritus of psychology at the University of Toronto. The purpose of your life is not going to be happiness. And all these people can feel that something is off with happiness. In that sense, they make a point, but they can't see why that is. Happiness, the word happiness, used to have a very specific and beautiful meaning and was the core of life in this universe. I want to reconnect with this true definition of happiness that says, happiness is being in a flow of deep joy 24/7. This is the definition of happiness which we all can feel deep in our souls. Let's start with the first point. The explanation why none of your efforts towards happiness have worked until now. The civilization in which I grew up and in which you live is so conceived that it is impossible for people to be happy. A small group of people have created the current society intentionally over centuries so that all people have to suffer without exception. No happiness was possible, only suffering. You can compare it with water that is extremely poisoned. No fish can survive there, not even the strongest one. Even if you have a super powerful drive towards happiness, the surrounding environment is so polluted that this drive has little chance to survive. So this is why you never stood a chance, or very little, of becoming happy. Imagine that you would want to drive on the highway in the opposite direction. You would never stand a chance. That is why people like the Shaolin warrior master or the professor don't resonate anymore with happiness. They felt that it was not possible. That brings me to the second point. The blueprint someone created for us to make happiness accessible again. Finally, happiness is accessible again. For the first time in centuries. It's an incredible time to live in. You can be among the first to experience true happiness again and to bring happiness into your family line. So, the name of the person who created this blueprint is Anastasia. She lives in the Russian taiga, and her beloved Vladimir Megre wrote this blueprint in his book series, The Ringing Cedars of Russia. She could see the immense suffering of humanity and the global destruction we were heading towards. How did she resist the current civilization? Well, she did it in an incredibly peaceful way. She created a new civilization in which happiness is the core. Not only that, she did it in a way that the new civilization can exist alongside the old one. By doing this, she made it possible that everyone can enter the new civilization when he or she wants it. The people who don't want to enter the new civilization are free to continue to live in the old one. For a time, both civilizations will peacefully exist next to each other. Gradually, the new civilization will grow stronger, while the old one will get weaker every day. Now, let's zoom in on the actual blueprint we can use to get from the old civilization into the new one. This blueprint has two essential components: the kin's domain and the one who was created especially for you. Let's start with the kin's domain. The kin's domain is the place on earth everyone is free to choose. It's a minimum of 1 hectare or 2.5 acres. It's the place where the family living there will establish a 24/7 connection with the one who created us, our Father. Only there will the family members be able to bring all the opposing energies within themselves into balance. There, this family will experience a flow of deep joy 24/7. Why is that possible only there? Well, every tree, every plant, every blade of grass is essential to accomplish this happiness. Without them, the magic stops. The most crucial part in creating this kin's domain is the intention. It has to be done with pure feelings. If you want to hear more about this kin's domain, let me know in the comments and which question you have. The second component of this blueprint is bringing the one in your life that is especially made for you. He or she exists, and only for you. Definitely, our Father created for each and one of us a beloved. This is the second component. The current civilization contests with all its might besides happiness. Listen to everyone who claims to be an expert in relationship. He will tell you that the idea of one person made for you is an illusion and dangerous. If there was someone predestined for you, then you're saying there is no choice. Then you're saying they were just made for you. That's not love. Love is a choice. Why has the current civilization made this conviction so strong? Well, it's simple. You can have the most beautiful spot of land of 1 hectare, but without your beloved, you can never have a fully happy life. By living with your beloved, you bring love onto your kin's domain. And when the female part, love, and the male part, our Father, connect to each other on your kin's domain, the magic happens. The beloved of Anastasia has given us all this information in the 10 books he wrote for her. If you would consider entering this new civilization, these books are a must. Start by reading them and continue reading them. Vladimir Megre published his first book in 1996 in Russia. He also managed to translate all his books into 20 languages, including my mother tongue, Dutch. I want to play my role in creating this new civilization. It is my mission to help people immerse themselves in making this blueprint work for them, as it did for me. And no, you don't have to do this on your own. I will create an online community on Patreon where all members will focus on one and the same thing, bringing their beloved into their lives and finding their kin's domains. Doing this together will increase the pace at which we will find true happiness with our beloved. We have suffered enough. It's time for true happiness.